Good afternoon. Thank you all for coming in such great numbers to this meeting of NATO defense ministers and to the Secretary General's press conference. First of all, I have to say that we are aware that there are problems with the internet right now. We apologize to everybody. We're working as hard as we can to make sure that you can do your very important work. We'll let you know as soon as it's up again. Our technicians are working on this as a matter of urgency. And with that, Secretary General.
Thank you very much. I have just come from a meeting with allies and partners on our operation to protect civilians in Libya. The operation has been running for just over 2 months. And I can tell you that everyone at the table agreed we have made clear progress. If you look at the situation in Libya now and compare it with the situation when Operation Unified Protector began, it is clear how much NATO and partners have achieved. We have prevented a massacre by stopping Gaddafi's advance towards Benghazi and his brutal attacks on cities like Misrata. We have preserved innocent lives by keeping the air and sea open for humanitarian aid, even while we closed it to weapons and mercenaries. And we have prepared the ground for a political settlement by making it clear to Gaddafi and his followers that there is no future in violence and repression. All ministers agreed that we will keep up the pressure for as long as it takes to bring this crisis to an early conclusion. First, we endorsed the decision to extend our operation for another 90 days from the end of June. That is a clear signal that NATO will stay the course. It shows our commitment to the people of Libya, to the international community, and to the United Nations, whose historic resolution 1973 is the basis for our operation. Second, NATO nations and partners stressed their continuing commitment to our operation, including by providing the necessary capabilities to continue and conclude the operation. Thirdly, we agreed that the time has come to plan for the day after the conflict. Gaddafi's history, it is no longer a question of if he goes, but when he goes. It may take weeks, but it could happen tomorrow. And when he goes, the international community has to be ready. Let me make it clear. We do not see a leading role for NATO in Libya once this crisis is over. But we are ready to engage with other international and regional organizations to ensure a smooth transition. We all know that transforming Libya into a modern democratic state will be a long and complex process. Let me stress, it is the people of Libya who will shape the country's future. And the time to start planning is now, because Gaddafi's reign of terror is coming to an end, and we must be prepared for when it is over. And with that, I'm ready to take your questions.